Jai Hind everyone. I'm Dublish, Assistant Professor in MC Department, AKGC Engineering College. Today my topic of lecture is Challenges in IoT Design, which covered under the subject of IoT, and the subject code of IoT is KCA 0543. So, what are the challenges in IoT design challenges and its development challenges and security challenges? So, as more enterprises embraces the Internet of Things, a host of new security vulnerability will emerge. So, the increased risk can be attributed to device and limitation and missed opportunities to enhance security. So, we have basically 12 leading IoT security challenges that enterprise must address. First one is the risk of botnets. So, in recent years, there has been an increase in botnet among IoT devices. A botnet exists when hackers remotely control internet connected device and use them for illegal purpose, and enterprises could have their device co-opted as part of a botnet without any knowledge of it. So the problem is that many organizations lack real-time security solution to track this. More IoT devices a few years ago, security professionals were focused solely on protecting mobile device and computers. So today there is a proliferation of IoT devices. So there are over 7 billion devices around, and that number could increase to 20 billions by 2002 C. So more IoT device means increased security vulnerabilities across the enterprise, and is a growing challenge for security professionals. So the third one is lack of encryption. Although the encryption is a great way to prevent hackers from accessing data, it is also one of the leading IoT security challenges. So these devices lack the storage and processing capabilities that would be found on a traditional computer. So the result is an increasing in attacks where hackers can easily manipulate the algorithm that were designed for protection. Unless an enterprise resolves this issue, and encryption would not be security assets. Fourth one is outdated legacy security. In addition to the vulnerability of the IoT devices, the other concern is with interconnected legacy system. In an enterprises with a growing number of IoT devices, legacy technologies might seem out of a place. So a breach of an IoT devices could also result in a breach of a legacy system that lacks modern security standard. Fifth one is weak default password. So many IoT devices come with original default password that are weak. Although it is recommended that you can change the password, some IT leaders fail to take this simple step. A weak, easy to guess password could leave an IoT device vulnerable to a brute force attack. So this is an issue so prevalent that California banned default password in 2013. Sixth one is unreliable threat detection method. So enterprises have numerous methods of detecting data breaches, which involves spotting common indicators, monitoring user activity, and other security protocols. So however, due to the growing number of IoT devices and the complexity of each devices, normal threat eradication method could be less reliable and more a challenge. 7. A small scale attacks in IoT. Although security professionals are focused on preventing large scale attack, it is the small scale attack that could be among the more serious IoT security challenges. So small scale attacks are more difficult to detect and could easily occur without an enterprise being aware of it. So the hackers can breach common enterprise technologies such as printers and cameras. And phishing attacks. So phishing is already a security concern across all enterprises technologies, and IoT devices represent the latest attack vector. So the hackers could send a signal to an IoT devices that triggers numerous complications. So although it is one of the most common forms of security attacks and it can be stopped, many organizations fail to properly train their workers about the latest phishing threats. Inability to predict threats. Since security professional needs to be proactive to prevent IoT security breaches before they occur. However, some enterprise might lack a robust management system that could monitor activity and provide insight into potential threats. Without this type of solution, an enterprise would not have the capability to spot potential breaches ahead of time. The next one is infrequent updates. So the software update are one that IT professional ensures that computers and mobile devices are as secure as can be. So some IoT devices may lack the number of software updates the other technology may receive, beside enterprises struggle to provide critical securities update to IoT devices in the head. Next one is IoT financial related breaches. Means with some enterprises using IoT devices for electronic payment, there is always a risk for hacker to breach and steal the money. So some organizations are integrated machine learning or blockchain to stop financial fraud before it happens. to an internet connected devices. However, not every organization has tried this solution yet. Last one is user privacy. So the enterprise must protect user data. That goes for both a company external and internal users. This is especially a concern because many workers are using IoT devices provided by their employers. When a breach happens and private data is compromised, an enterprise reputation take a big hit. This is why this is one of the top IoT security challenges that cannot be ignored. So next one is IoT applications. We have many kind of IoT application like smart metering, e-health, and city automation. So the Internet of Things provide the ability to interconnect computing devices, mechanical machines, object, animal, or unique identifiers, and people to transfer data across a network without the need for human to human or human to computer is a system of conversation. So IoT application bring a lot of value to our lives. So the Internet of Things provide object, computing device, or unique identifiers and people ability to transfer the data across a network without the human to human or human to computer interaction. So these are the application like home lighting, wearable technology, smartphones, home and application, personal computer analytics, in-flight services, online shopping, music, etc. So what is city automation? So IoT enables smart city use cases span multiple areas from contributing to a healthy environment and improving traffic to enhancing public safety and optimizing street lighting. So below we provide an overview of the most popular use cases that are already implemented in smart city across the globe. So next one is smart meter and billing. So with a network of smart meter, municipalities can provide citizens with cost-effective connectivity to utilities companies, IT system. Now smart connected meters can send data directly to a public utility over a telecom network, providing it with the reliable meter readings. So smart metering allows utility companies to bill accurately for the amount of water, energy, and gas consumed by each household. Next one is revealing consumption patterns. So a network of the smart meter enables utility companies to gain greater visibility and see how their customer consume energy and water. With a great network of smart meter, utility companies can monitor demand in real time and redirect resources as necessary or encourage consumer to use less energy or water at times of shortages. Remote monitoring means IoT smart city solution can also provide citizens with utility management services. So these services allow citizens to use their smart meters to track and control their uses remotely. For instance, a householder can turn off their home central hearing using a mobile phone. Additionally, if a problem of a water leakage occurs, utility companies can notify householders and send specialists to fix it. So next one is e-healthcare. So the IoT device can collect and share data directly with other devices through the cloud environment, providing a huge amount of information to be gathered, stored, and analyzed for data and analytics process. So the scenarios in which the IoT devices may be useful for are amazing, varying from automotive to industrial automation or remote monitoring of the domestic environment. Furthermore, there has been proved that the healthcare application represent an important field of interest for IoT devices due to the capability of improving the access to care, reducing the cost of healthcare, and most importantly, increasing the quality of life of the patient. So in this paper, we analyze the state of the art of IoT in a medical environment, illustrating an extended range of IoT-driven healthcare application that, however, still need innovative and highly technological-based solution to be considered ready to market. In particular, problem regarding characteristic of response time and precision will be examined. Furthermore, variability, energy saving properties will be investigating in this paper, and also the IT architecture enables to ensure security and privacy during the all data transmission process. Finally, the consideration about data mining applications such as risk prediction, classification, and clustering will be providing that are considered fundamental issues to ensure the accuracy of the care process. Next one is medical transformation. Medical information distribution means one of the challenges of medical care is the distribution of accurate and current information to patient. Healthcare also struggles with the guidance given the complexity of the following guidance. So the IoT devices not only improve facilities and professional practice but also health in the daily lives of individual. So IoT devices give direct 24/7 access to the patient in a less intrusive way than other options. So they take healthcare cutoff facility at and into the home, office, or social space. So they empower individual in attending to the health and allows provider to deliver better and more general care to patient. So this result in fewer accident, miscommunication, improved patient satisfaction, and better preventing care. So the emergency care means the advanced automation and analytics of IoT allow more powerful emergency support service, which typically suffer from their limited resources and disconnect with the base facility. So it provides a way to analyze an emergency more completely from miles away. It also gives more providers access to the patient before their arrival. IoT gives providers critical information for delivering essential care or on arrival. So it also raises the level of care available to a patient received by emergency professionals. So this reduces the associated losses and improves emergency healthcare. In research area, most of the current medical research relies on resources lacking critical real-world information. It uses controlled information environment, volunteers, and essentially leftover for medical examination. So the IoT opens the door to a wealth of valuable information through real-time field data, analysis, and testing. A lot can IoT can deliver relevant data superior to standard analytics through integrated instrument capable of performing viable research. So it also integrated into actual practice to provide more key information. So this adds in the healthcare by providing more reliable and practical data for better leads, which yield better solution and discovery of previously unknown issues. So it is also researchers to avoid risk by gathering data without manufacturing scenario and human testing. And devices are rapidly improving in precision, power, and availability. However, they still order less of these qualities than an IoT system integrating the right system effectively. So the IoT unlocked the potential of existing technology and leads us towards new and better medical device solution. IoT closes gaps between the equipment and the way we deliver healthcare by creating a logical system rather than collection of tools. So if there reveals pattern and missing element in healthcare, such as obvious necessary improvement for huge flaws. Now the automotive application are at every level of transportation. IoT provides improved communication, control, and data distribution. So these applications include personal vehicles, commercial vehicles, train, UAV, and other equipment. So it extends throughout the entire system of air transportation elements such as traffic control, parking, fuel consumption, and many more. So we have rails and mass transit. So current system deliver sophisticated integration and performance. However, they employ older technology and approaches to MRT. So the improvement brought by IoT deliver more complete control and monitoring. So this result is better management of overall performance, maintenance and improvements. So mass transit options beyond standard MRT suffer from a lack of the integration necessary to transform them from an option to a dedicated service. So basically, IoT provides an inexpensive and advanced way to optimize performance and bring qualities of MRT to the transportation to other transportation options like buses. So this improves service and service delivery in the areas of scheduling, optimizing transport times, reliability, managing equipment issue, and responding to customer needs. And in a road, the primary concern of traffic are managing congestion, reducing accident and parking. So IoT allows us to better observe and analyze the flow of traffic through devices at all traffic observation point. It adds in parking by making storage low transparent when current method offer little any data. So accident typically result from some factor. However, traffic management impact their frequency, construction site, poor rerouting, and a lack of information about traffic status and status or all issues that lead to incident. So IoT provide solution in the form of better information sharing with the public and between various parties directly affecting road traffic. And in the case of automobile, many in the automotive industry envision a future for cars in which IoT technologies makes cars smart, attractive options equal to MRT. So IoT offers a few significant improvements to personal vehicles. Most benefit come from the better control over related infrastructure and the inherent flow in automobile transport. So, however, IoT does improve personal vehicles as personal space. So, IoT brings the same improvement and customization to a vehicle as those in the home. In commercial transportation, so the transportation benefit extend to business and manufacturing by optimizing the transport arm of organization. So it reduces and eliminate problems related to poor fleet management through better analytics and controls such as monitoring idling, fuel consumption, travel condition, and travel time between points. So this result in poor transportation operating more like an aligned service and less like a collection of contracted services. So that's enough for today lecture. Jai Hind. Thanks.